Welcome back to another episode of Natural Magic. And I actually haven't been able to play for a while because I've been busy with other stuff. And I just realized this says upside down, upside down. So we're going to go ahead and delve in. Alright, so we're going to say hi to Porkins because he hasn't seen us in a while. I went ahead and did some off-camera work and made these dark oak shelves to put all of my weapons on. That way I can kind of clear up some room in these chests. I went ahead and made a trade with this guy, and he opened up a princess for a single emerald trade, which is not that great. We're going to go ahead and start off the episode by breaking the fossil blocks from the previous episodes where we went and raided the dungeon. Getting lots of biofossils, which is good. Alright. 6 biofossils, 1 relic scrap. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of that in there. And if you could see the little blue thing on there, I added a diamond to my pickaxe, so it gets plus 500 to its durability. So, that's a lot better than having to repair it all the time. We got sand, and I'll just leave that for the rest. Today, well, also I should mention I made a pretty fence. It doesn't show it because I logged out, but I have a white fence, which is just fences and bone meal, and they look pretty. And once you craft them and place them, you get the achievement pretty. Alright, let's see if we got anything good from the analyzer. Nope, nope, nope. And Deinonychus DNA. I'll go ahead and put that over here with the Ankylosaurus DNA. But today we are going to be starting the Ars Magica mod. And I've got my book and my item frame, and we'll use sand. But I need to go find the pool of liquid essence that I found before. Also, apparently a freezerite meteor struck down right there. So the radius of our protector thing isn't that great. Okay, here is our pool of liquid essence. So what we do is put that down there. You put that item frame on there, and then you put the book in there, and you just wait. And you can see it working now. It's going to turn it into a... I can't remember the name of it. We'll give it just a moment here, and then... It is a arcane compendium. So this is basically a guide to everything Ars Magica related. And while I'm out here, I'm going to go ahead and grab this stuff, I think. If it will break. Yep, got an obsidian totem. Go ahead and get the other one. But... and this one, I guess. Oh wait, that's a tile. I don't need a tile. I need totems only. Okay, so... let's see. Let's get in our house and go ahead and look at this. As you can see, I moved the bed because I figured that it would have the, oh, your bed has been obstructed, and then I would have to walk back from over there. But let's look at this. Using this compendium, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, back. Okay, the Ars Magica UI. your first spell. So first I need to create an oculus and an inscription table and a crafting altar. And let's see. Now that I have completed making this book, I can actually use this infinity orb. Before it would have said something like, you are dizzy, or you can't comprehend this, or I don't remember exactly what it says. I just remember it's like, you're too stupid to understand this, because you haven't yet created the book, so it's a waste of using it if you try to use it. Let's see. Okay. Go ahead and eat up here real quick. And I'm going to... Okay. Oculus. So I need 3 stone bricks, glass, 2 coal, and a blue topaz, which we have several of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get more stone from out here. If I have any. I do. And we'll go ahead and turn that into that. I'm actually probably going to go ahead and make my Ars Magica base over above the village. Or not above the village, in the village, because it's much nicer. So, I need to make a crafting table. Go ahead and sleep since it's night. And once I have begun to set up my place over here, I will bring you back in and let you know. Alright, so I've decided to, well, I kind of connected the apiarist's hut and the Coven Witch's house that was over here, which apparently she survived the meteor explosion, but she's the only thing that survived. And I went ahead and was going to make another one of these things. So I need redstone and 5 cobblestone. Which I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the Vintium, that, and now I'm going to go grab some cobblestone from over here. But I figured I didn't want my Ars Magica area to blow up, so no, did not want to place that. I wanted to put it over here, because this is my Ars Magica area. Huh. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this and place it, because I do not want my stuff blowing up. Okay, so that one's over there. We'll go ahead and put this one right about here. That's up there. We shouldn't hear it all the way down here, but this area should be protected now. Anyway, I've yet to go into the Oculus yet, so I can show you guys. But there are, looks like they removed one of the things from the last version, but there are spell components. Like this one's projectile. That's a spell shape. And that determines, you can only have, actually no, I think you can have multiple, but this determines what shape of spell it is. So the projectile, it's like a shot. The area of effect is another shape where it does like a 3x3 or 5x5 or 7x7 if you have the ultimate, which I don't know if they've added back in. This one's touch, which is a utility. And this is self. So you've got the offensive, defensive, and utility trees. And I don't know if they fixed this one yet because I figured, oh, you should be able to like use a dig spell to mine out water and lava, but that's not the case. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and learn the dig and touch and projectile and I'll go ahead and learn light so I don't ever have to make any torches again, because once I use the projectile thing for that, I don't ever need to have torches. I can just use the spell and it'll create a little floating light, or floating ball of light, I should say. And give this a little bit more room up atop, because this kind of is boring. Just a little bit. I like more room. Alright, so the next thing we need to make is... No, I wanted that down there. I need to make an inscription table. And to do that, I need slabs, planks, a feather, and torches. Or a torch. I already know how to make that. It's sticks with paper in the middle. So, let's go get some of our paper. It should be in this chest here. Go ahead and grab an extra few. And make ourselves some spell parchments. Then we need to make slabs. And I need to see if I have a feather anywhere, because I don't know if I have just a regular feather. See, I can't use a chocobo feather. And it looks like I don't have any. Alright, I'm just gonna make a cut and go hunt down some chickens, and I'll be right back as soon as I have got a few feathers. See you soon. Alright, so I have found some chickens. It only actually took me so long because I found a fresh Kreknorite meteor, and I was gonna be like, I'm not gonna let this go to waste. So I went ahead and mined it, but we're gonna go ahead and make this and set it down right there. I think that's right. I guess it doesn't matter which way is which. Anyway, but to make an actual spell, you need a book, or a book and quill, which you need feathers for, and I have extra feathers, luckily. I think I'm gonna have to go on a cow killing escapade because I need more leather to make these books. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make just the one right now. I'm gonna make it the digging spell because that's really, really useful. And go ahead and make that. Alright. So one thing that's really important about the making of the spell is the order you put stuff in. Like, notice how these are blacked out. You can't use them. You have to use a shape first, and then I'm gonna use the light one, if I can remember how to do that. Give me just a second to research how to do this. I cannot quite remember how to. Be back in a jiffy. So, I completely forgot that this little bar down here is what each one of them is. So, I now have a projectile light spell, and I'm going to name it Mage Light to go off of Skyrim, and all you gotta do to create the spell is take the book out. And you'll see I have Mage Light there. And it tells you exactly how to make it too. So it'll give you the shape group that it's in, and then the combination of things. And so to make all of this, I'm going to need a blank rune, Vintium dust, and all this other stuff. So, but first, I'm going to need to make the crafting altar. And there's actually two kinds of crafting altars. I went ahead and cleared out this blacksmith shop so I could create my little crafting altar here. And let me see if I can find my book real quick. I believe I put it in here. Yep. Go ahead and put that in there. These can all go in there. Alright, so to make a crafting altar, there are several different ways you can do so. It's a multi-block structure, but it has basically the same structure over and over. So you can add multiple effects to it by what material you use, and the better the materials you use, the better, or the more components you can put into a spell when you make it. If you make a spell that has too many components and your crafting altar can't handle it, then you can't make it, and sometimes that causes your crafting altar to blow up while you're standing right there. I've had it happen several times, and it really bugged me because my crafting altar was perfectly fine. So, the things you're supposed to use for the best are nether quartz or nether bricks. which I believe I have enough of. I need 24 for the bottom, 5, 6, 7, okay, 25, 6, 7, 36, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to go ahead and make all of the things for this. Go ahead and take off my magnetization boots for the time being. Where did all my... There it is. So, if I go ahead and do this, that, and that, I don't think I'm going to have enough. So, I'm going to go ahead and... I forgot about this little thing that happens with Tinker's tools. It's not only torches that you can place by right-clicking with it in your hand, it's whatever's next to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go out this way because every time a Kreknorite meteor spawns and hits the ground, it creates a nether portal. So that has nether brick and glowstone around it, and I'm going to go ahead and mine that out. And I will be back at my place once I have that completely mined out. See you in a second. Okay, so I went ahead and got the remaining things that I need. I was going to use lapis lazuli blocks for the caps and center, but it turns out I had tons of blocks of gold, which are much better for it. I went ahead and made the crafting altar, which is really easy to make. You just put, no, not that. You put stone underneath Vintium. It doesn't matter in what position. You can do it in your inventory crafting grid thing. And it makes that. And then for the magic wall, you just put Vintium dust on both sides of the stone. So, we're going to go ahead and build this thing. And there are a few things that I still need to get that I forgot about until just now, but that's not really much of an issue. So, let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now capstones. And put that there, there, and there. So now I can start putting these on. And get rid of this one. And put just these here. Get the magic walls out. And I need a lectern, which is made with slabs and 1 piece of wood. So we will go over into our house thing that we've created and create a lectern. And the lectern serves to hold the book that you are currently making a spell of. And you have to have it in the thing, although it doesn't necessarily have to be it has to be there, but it doesn't, if that makes sense. You have to have it there because it's part of the um, the crafting recipe for it, because you have to have it on there, and then you have to have a lever, which I'm gonna make right now, and I'm gonna put it right there. Alrighty, so we now have our crafting altar made. Wait, what is... Okay, this chicken has to die, because he keeps... He survived this long, but I'm not gonna have eggs flying around and not being picked up by me. Alright, so we have a crafting altar now, and since it's got nether brick and blocks of gold, it should have up to 9 effects available. So, if we pull Mage Light out and put it on the pedestal, or lectern, you'll notice it has it little, like, open. So to start it, you would use those things, but I'm going to go ahead and collect all of those things before I start making it, because if you take too long making the spell, sometimes it screws up and you have to start over, which means if you're using things that were really, really expensive, like I think one of them calls for a block of moonstone, then you can't get that back. It gets used up. So I'm going to make a cut until I have all the components of that spell, and I will show you what the spell does once we've made it. Be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back, and I finally got everything that I needed. I went ahead and made the runes. They're really easy to make. You just do a cobblestone in that pattern and you get 2 of them. And then if you want to make a colored version, you use that dye with the rune. Turns out these things are pretty rare. I went on a little quest to find a few more and only found one of these desert novas, which are the sister plant to it. And they're both very important for Ars Magica. I also found another village, and I kind of explored it. It's nowhere near as good as this one was, but there was also one of the little, I don't know, it's the obelisk things over there, and I was like, oh, that looks cool, and got close to it and started getting attacked by something. So I'm going to load up on this stuff, and you start by throwing a blank rune in, and then this will tell you exactly what you need to throw in next. So, snowball, no, not snowball, what did I need? An arrow. That's why. I needed an arrow to go in next, and that's not what went in. They've added these new sounds, and I kind of like them. Ceru Blossom, Glowstone, Vintium Torch, and finally a Spell Parchment. So, now, what we do is, well, you see we have this glowing blue ball in our hand, and the first time you use it, if you use a named book, it'll automatically name it for you, but you get to choose a symbol that you can use for it, and I think I'm going to use this one, because I think the normal color for lights is purple. You can eventually, or you used to be able to add color into your spells and change the color of them. So this one will be just that. So now if I go right here, okay, so it's blue. If I use C, And see, I don't get anything back because it's nothing. Okay, I need to check something just real quick. Controls. Okay, casting mode. Let's make that C. What is C currently? No. U. What is U currently? Okay, we'll make toggle awakened armor for Thaumic Tinker P. And that should fix that one. And then what is still conflicting with that? Wand focus, see if, no, Z is not available. We'll make it, no, we won't make it that. Minus back. We'll make that one back. Does that fix our issue? What is C, dang it? I don't have that at all. I'll make it 5. Okay, that should have fixed the problem. Okay, C has been fixed. So let's see if we could figure out what Z is conflicting with. Z, special. Okay, it doesn't even. We'll make you 2. No, we won't make you 2. Make you 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. There, 9. Reset. Reset, and you can't make it numpad 0. Decimal. Okay, that'll work. And that should have that. I will, let's see. It doesn't really seem to be doing much. Okay, so, well, let's do this somewhere where it's a lot easier to show that this actually works. Anyway, this should be able to shoot all the way up there and light it up. It's pretty much invisible, but it's light, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe it stopped working. And we have pretty much a lit tree. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. This is just the start of our Ars Magica journey. But I'll continue this next episode, and hopefully I can make the dig spell, which is really cool. It makes digging a lot easier. Let me see. If I press C and then look at that, it doesn't seem to be making that any different. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call the episode there. If you guys liked it, go ahead and leave a like rating have any comments, let me know. I will read them, because nobody ever comments on my videos. So, until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.